Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hope you all join a great Sunday. Hope you all being safe and healthy out there. And welcome back from another Mrs. Talks. What's up? Y'all see the thumbnail. So we got 4 shows to talk to today. It's Belle Collective, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Love Marriage Huntsville, and Family Fiance. So I'm just waiting for a few more people to come in so we can start the show. Hope you all enjoying the content. Please, if you're enjoying it, hit my subscribe button down below and Mr. 14. If you're on Twitter, please join the chat and switch over to YouTube and click on the subscribe button and join the chat room. It's like that. I appreciate all the new support, all the people's views. I appreciate the Twitter views and everything. So y'all feel the climb. Just put the comment section down. Let me know y'all stop by and let me know your thoughts. Also, Instagram is Mr. Grown on Instagram. Twitter is Thomas_Grown, and my Discord is Mr. 14 #3488. Or you can look down below on the description box and click on the Discord link, and y'all go directly to my channel. Hey JW Boo, I miss you too. How you been? What's going on? Oh, what's that glitch? How you been? What's going on? If I get in the camera in a minute. What's up? I didn't put this out there. Hey, y'all, what's up? What's going on? I'm on camera, y'all. I see nice and fine and shot and blinding. Oh, okay. Shiny and bright. Fresh cut and everything. All right, y'all. So let's start with shows updates, and then we get into the thing. If I turn my camera off, this is the Wi-Fi signal is acting up. It's like it doesn't act up. But one day when I get on live, then we'll start doing all this craziness. So let me just turn that camera off. Let me see. Oh yes, hope you all safe down in Florida. I know my subscribers in Florida, and I was like, hope y'all safe down there. It's like that, but glad everything is good. Yes, brothers. Yes, yeah, you know. Ciao. Yeah, why is my person acting up? All right, so let's get to the show. Let me turn down this thing. All right, so Love Marriage Huntsville season 4 is on Saturdays on OWN. Well, technically on DVR I say season 5, but I don't care. I keep season 4. But today we're gonna talk about the latest episode. And you know, Carlos King, you dragging it. You stay dragging it, and I know what you're doing. You don't really have a great season. I mean, sorry, it's been boring, lackluster. But you know, I'm still gonna give you a review this couple of weeks because it's just not given. We all know what's gonna happen, or at least what we think is gonna happen, but you dragging it. Come on now. Hurry up. Well, we get to that point. Belle Collective season 2 is on Fridays. And yes, y'all, Belle Collective and Love Marriage Huntsville, along with Love Marriage DC, and put a ring on it, all got renewed for new seasons. So we will be seeing some new episodes soon. We don't know when, but they all got renewed for new seasons. I said, oh, okay. All right, Fiancé season 3 is on Saturdays. We will talk about the latest episode tonight as well. Real Housewives of Potomac season 7 premieres on Sunday, October 9th on Bravo TV. And like I stated on Potomac, I will go to reviews of Potomac instead of waiting a whole week later to talk about the episode. I will do a pre-recorded review to see how that goes. And let's get to it. We'll see how that goes with the pre-recorded reviews and Royal Potomac instead of waiting, because I do want to talk and have interaction. And then the next Sunday, if y'all want to do a little brief recap of it, we could do that as well. If you don't watch the pre-recorded, we'll say on Love Marriage DC, no point. That's what I'm saying, because they based the first season on her. It was based on her. She was a friend of the show, came and shared her piece, and then they were sitting around everything on that. And I was like, and then you think the other people was giving? No, they wasn't giving much. Yes, they shared a little bit of their relationship, but it was boring. And to be honest, half of the cast I mute on Twitter, so I don't even know what their updates. I think I muted Ashley. I think I muted Raina. I think I muted Jamie. I did not mute Quit. He don't bother me on Twitter that much. So, well, he don't really post that much. So I didn't mute him, but I mute Ashley, Raina, Jamie. I'm not sure. I don't think I would mute Monique, but I think I did. I don't know. We'll see. Because I don't think I mute her, but 3 of the cast members I muted. And I don't care. I don't care about y'all things. Y'all was not activating me that season, so y'all stayed muted. Yes. And I was like, it's ridiculous. That's how they give it up. She'll child. She wasn't giving much. Betray your friend and all that sort of thing. Think you the missed big shot. I said, whatever, Monique. It is what it is, girl. But yeah, I guess Pamela the most. I don't know. We don't know. But a part of me don't really want Winter. I want Winter back because I like Winter. But a part of me don't want Winter back because they're going to keep going after her again for the next season. Hell to the no. We ain't going to do this jumping around here. But the good one thing about Winter, she holds her own. I ain't gonna front. She holds her own. I like that. All right. The Oval season 4 premieres on Tuesday, October 11th on BET. It won't be a review, but I will do watch-alongs of it. I enjoyed Oval. Cherish the Day season 2 premieres Tuesday, October 4th on OWN. Yeah, Winter has to connect. Yeah, she does. And I think she's doing her thing. She's doing things. So I do want Winter back. But not on the capacity they're going to be jumping her again. Now, hell to no. You know how they let it like continuing the storyline. So it's like it's gonna be draining to you go for that. But Cherish the Day. If y'all didn't watch Cherish the Day season 1, it's on OWN. I think it's up right now. But Cherish the Day was based on Evan DuVernay. Yeah, she's the producer of the show, and it's the basics of the show is two people, two a man and woman. It's like the two people came to each other alive in different aspects of their lives and formed this relationship. Yes. It formed this relationship with each other. Whether they had a past with each other, because I think this recent season is that the man and the guy, don't know the names yet, they knew each other from the past. And after all these years, they came back and I guess they're trying to see how to rekindle this relationship or how this relationship will go or whatever it is. It's kind of like a love story. It's usually, I think there's usually 8 episodes. The first season was 8 episodes. And it's not supposed to be a long, drawn out thing. It's supposed to be straight to the point. This 2 love stories, see how it goes, what's going on. Hey, Dakota Boo, what's going on and how's their relationship going? Whether it's obstacles in the way and they love, and can they triumph for love and everything? Can it be successful? I remember the first season, it was a love story between 2 different people, in 2 walks of life. I think one was like well-established and well-to-do person. I guess the guy, he was well-established, he was wealthy, he had a good family and everything. And the other one was kind of like not that great. She was good, but not to the point that she had the health status, the wealth status like the guy. And they met, they fell in love and everything, got married, but unfortunately they did get divorced because I guess they couldn't really see eye to eye at the end of it. I guess at some point they dreams deferred, so they kind of got divorced or left each other alone. And they said it was cool, but that was first season and it was good. And I think I talked about it a little bit, but I don't think I did it like a weekly review on it. I just talked about it in one of my things. So when this comes out, this is Tuesday, I think I might want to talk about it. Maybe I'll try to do like every 2 episodes and then give it a review. Because I think this, let me see, this Sunday coming up. You know what? I might talk about it. We'll see. We'll add it. We'll see how it goes. Give it a little preview of it. All right. If not, then I might just do like a pre-recorded recap of it. See how y'all feel about it. I make that decision based on how I feel. But Cherish the Day, I do want to talk about it because I like it. Well, the first season I love, so we'll see how the second season goes. And Ava DuVernay, she usually do a good job with her show, so I'm pretty sure that she will do a good job with this one. Rap-ish, Thursday on HBO Max. Sweet Life LA, season 2 on HBO Max. I gotta catch up on that. Ink Master, season 14 on Paramount Plus. Love is Blind, season 3 premieres on Wednesday, October 19th on Netflix. So yes, get ready. We will talk about Love is Blind when it come back, y'all. It's like that. So, yes, we'll talk about it. Maybe every few episodes we give a little update. The Sinner season 4 premieres on Thursday, October 13th on Netflix. And right now I'm currently watching the third season, so I could be caught up. But one thing about The Sinner, each season is its own. So you don't need to watch the previous seasons to get caught up and everything. You can watch each season in its own because each case is different. And the only thing about it is the detective is on each one of the scenes. So if you want to see his journey, it's best to watch the first seasons now. But you don't have to watch the previous seasons to get the chips up what each season, next season is, because each season is its own season. But it's really good. It's not about who done it, it's about the motive behind the act. So that's what makes it so interesting, because I like things like that. The mystery behind the thing, behind the motive, behind the action, the unorthodox methods he was going through to try to solve the case. And yes, I like this. I love The Sinner. The Sinner is a great show. Yeah, I haven't watched it. All past 3 seasons on Netflix right now. So you have to watch it, get caught up, stay like that. So when season 4 comes, we could talk about it, because I will talk about The Sinner. Because like this channel, I do talk about different things. I'm just not always reality TV shows, all right? Yes. Season 1 was a ball. Yes, with Cora, that storyline was something else. Child, to find out all that stuff she went through. Because everybody would say, damn, she just whipped on him with this guy. And they're going to find out with some connections. But The School for Good and Evil premieres on Wednesday, October 19th on Netflix. It's another one of the shows that I would like to talk about. Yes, there's a lot on my plate, but hey, I need to add more variety on my channel. But it's kind of giving me like Once Upon a Time vibes, so I gravitated towards me to look at this show, and it's interesting based on the trailer, so I want to see it, and we could just have a discussion about it. The Mole premieres on October 7th on Netflix on Friday. Yes, and I would like to talk about The Mole as well. So this Sunday coming up, we will talk about the first episode of The Mole and reminiscing and see how the new season going to be. We can have a good time discussing, find out clues, what we come up with, what we see, and try to guess who we think the Mole is every week. All right. Inside on Netflix. I want everybody to please watch Insiders on Netflix. It's 2 seasons, and we will talk about the next Sunday on Mr. Social Corner. And just give an overview of Insiders, what y'all thought about it, how y'all feel about the show and everything, because it's good. It got just twists and turns. I love it. Wednesday premieres on Netflix on November 23rd. And you know, the Addams Family, and it's centered around Wednesday. This is her show, her center point of her character. So I was like, oh my God. I saw that in the trailer. I said, all right, let's give it something. I'm going to be tuned into it. I used to get 90% of the laws. I hear that. And that's what I think it cap on, y'all, when we talk about the moles here. I love it. Discord, please, if you have not, please go down to the description box and click on the link so you go to my Discord channel. Because tonight, it's not a panel tonight, because Auntie Mom had a lot of things to go. So instead of the panel at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I will be on Discord and we will watch the movie, Jasmine Blues on Netflix. Yes, it's a Tyler Perry movie, but it got great reviews of it. A lot of people enjoyed it. The only thing about it is another black trauma movie, which sometimes I really don't care for that much, not because I don't feel like the storyline is not good. It's to feel like it just, to the point you just don't want to keep watching the trauma all the time, the black trauma. So, but I'm gonna watch it tonight with y'all. So we'll watch it together, and we can talk about it. Because next Sunday, Mr. Social Corner, we will talk about Jasmine Blues. So that's all I'm watching together today. Movie night every Thursday this month. It will be scary movie and horror movie night on Thursdays. So stay tuned and watch movies night with us. I pick out a movie every week to celebrate October, scary horror movie month, and we watch it. Next Sunday, Mr. Talk with Belle Collective, Loving Mary's Huntsville, Fiancé. I put the Mo, but I might switch that to Cherish Day. But I don't know. I'll probably just keep the Mo there and probably do Cherish Day another time. I'll probably put Cherish Day on Mr. Social Corner. All right. And then Mr. Social Corner next Sunday will be Inside This Woman King, Jasmine Blues, and Cherish This Day. I'll put that. Let's talk about the social concepts of this day, not too much of a review, because Mr. Social Corner is mostly social talk. All right, I think that's it. Oh yeah, Hocus Pocus. Yes, we can watch that on this Thursday. All right, that was that. Hey y'all, those of y'all in the bushes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please join the chat. If not, you can listen and hit that like button when you get the chance. I'm gonna write those down. Let's see. Hocus Pocus 2. All right, let's get started. Y'all know the first one will be Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's end this real quick and get it out our faces into next season. Because I tell you, that last part of the reunion was lackluster. This whole part, all three parts were lackluster. It was it was boring. I ain't gonna front. It was boring. I can hold y'all to it. It wasn't even all that. I was watching the episode last night. I said, "Oh, what y'all should have kept this. Y'all should have kept it." But oh well. 21. All right, what's our answer? Basically, the last part of the reunion was all apologies, fast. I'm sorry this, I'm sorry that, I'm sorry this, I'm sorry that, and it's like no resolve. I feel like some things that should have been like dived into and getting onto them, it didn't go further than that. It was kept it so quick and heavy. I was like, what's going on? The last part, I'm so beyond done. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like they had the men came out, Todd, Aaron, and Ralph. Nobody else came through. And it wasn't much. It wasn't much. It continued on last week about Anthony being on messy, saying he don't remember or he don't recall calling Ralph gay, whatever, all that stuff like that. And he said he don't remember, but he would say, "Oh, Drew might need stolen line or something like that." They cut him on. He said, "Oh, all right, whatever." They called him because at the end of the day, you did say what you said on screen about not being paid or something like about the missing payments and stuff like that. They gonna get on freaking union saying, "Oh yeah, she paid me," and I ain't never said that. I said, "Yes, you did say that. You said it. You said it." All right. And it's like they both arguing back and forth over Anthony. I say, don't y'all notice that y'all arguing back and forth over this one person who's not on the stage, who caused all this? Instead of y'all going after him and cursing him out, y'all going at each other, which don't make any damn sense. Y'all going at each other for what reason? And it's Anthony causing all this stuff. He the one who said this. He the one who said that. Bouncing back the truth on both of y'all. Y'all was like, "Oh, I knew he was your assistant," or "I knew this, that, why you hiring him," or so. I was like, yada yada yada. At the end of the day, y'all both hired him, and he was messy. And y'all took the information that y'all wanted to take information from and try to throw it in another person's face, when not notice that he's the one that was in the middle of everything, and y'all going at each other. I was like, Sheree and Drew, y'all need to get out of my face. So they were talking about, Drew said she had people hitting her cash app, want to cash her about some sex tapes. I was like, nobody want no figure shit about Sheree. She can't tell us how she made that Chateau Sheree. I don't want to see nothing, hear nothing else about no she by Sheree or she by Scammer and none of the other aspects of her life. If she can't tell how she got that when she's Chateau Sheree built like that. Child, whatever. And I'm still gonna go on that. Yeah, I know. That's my man. Tell us something. I'm not giving her a break. Just about the no payments. Sheree still trying to act like she be paying people and stuff like that after you just said in your face in the first part of the reunion that you pick and choose who you want to pay. You don't get paid all the time. You didn't understand the whole concept of contracts and payments. So you gotta try to sit here and act like you trying to turn it around and say you be paying people. I said, girl, no, you don't. You don't. You don't. You said it out your own mouth. That's why I say anybody who's trying to do business with Sheree, then you just stop it. Just stop it. And yes, we checked that website last night. And yeah, she changed some things around and all stuff like that, but still the prices still was kind of crazy, ridiculous. And she had the who go check me boo stickers, notebook, stuff like that. And she had some of the hoodies and socks for I was like socks, a pair of socks for like $30-something. So I was like, what the hell is going on here? Sheree, get out of there. And she had a book on the website. I said, I didn't know she wrote a book called Wives, Girlfriends and Side Chicks of Hollalander. I said, also, what you know about all that? And then some meet up with Sheree or whatever, consultation, whatever, stuff like that. I said, okay, whatever, Sheree. Oh, this Wi-Fi's acting up. I'm going to take it off because it keeps coming in and out, just like you're doing the most today. All right. Oh, yes, I did say that background check was all tacky. I mean, folks spend mad money on Fashion Nova and could go to the link for the same prices. That's it. Go somewhere that was well known that we know they quality. Not no She by Sheree. That's out of here. The background check for Toom was tacky. I said that, and I'm still stand by it. It was tacky as hell. Even all the cast members saying that it was not necessary, but nobody said nothing at the time when Fatum did it. I said at the end of the day, yes, you came at Fatum, even though Fatum saying actually cheaper, they on for the same vendor. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was tacky. It was definitely tacky. I said, whatever, Fatum. She's not on the stage anyway, so it is what it is. And I said, girl, all that because, and at the end of the day, yes, Drew, she was saying that the same sister that was telling you about Sheree is the same sister that was told about your husband's gay, but you thought it was Fatum, and you came out Fatum, all that stuff. But Fatum want to do background check because she feel type of way. I said, whatever, girl. Get out of face. The men are cool with each other. They cool. They don't have any time. They don't have any beef with each other. Despite the women having little odds at each other, the men still hang out. That's how it usually is. The men still hang out and they cool with each other, despite the wives having bigger and arguing or something like that. So they're right. So this was the first round of apology. Kenya, Aaron said he understood why Kenya felt type of way about that, but he didn't like the word choice that she used. Called her aggressive and everything, but he understand why she felt the way she felt. And Kenya, on the other hand, said she understands what Aaron is going to protect his woman, and she not bothered by that. And maybe she should have used a different choice of words, but at the end of the day, they both apologize to each other, I say. Because they scamming the ladies. Except for Aaron. Jill. So when we get to the Marlo Todd thing, and Marlo apologized to Todd, she said, I should have said that. It was about Todd place. I put him in the middle of it. I should have came at Todd. I said, oh, what's all these apologies? Because I was looking forward to the segment of Todd getting your behind. All that stuff like that. But, okay to get in your behind. But, she just deflected things and say, I apologize. I be saying things when I'm angry and all stuff like that. And I shouldn't have said that. And that's my thing. When I'm angry, I just say things out of nowhere. And I doesn't mean it. I said, okay, y'all know how I say things. I said, good, stop saying that. You're going as woman trying to say, oh, once you bad, you be saying things. I said, oh, whatever. Accept the consequences. Stand on it or whatever. Or stop saying it. At the end of the day, you used to have some nasty vows things throughout the season, but now you will stand by, oh, I'm just saying anything. I said, okay. I like Marlo, but she apologized. So the reason why she was saying that, she thinks that every man's cheat. So she was going on. Oh, that was the segment that she apologized. He was thinking that she was insinuating that Todd might be stepping out, but she had no rumors about Todd stepping out. Sheree hadn't heard any rumors, and Sheree was going on with the same bandwagon as well. And she said, "No, I don't believe he did it," and apologized to Todd. He accepted it. I said, "Okay." So they talk about the Todd being harsh on Kayla, her upbringing, and how to make her still disciplined and structure and all that stuff like that. At the end of the day, it is what it is. We could tell Tyler's not changing his stance, no matter what people say, and it is what it is. It's not changing. He make Kayla, he make her work. She work hard. Yes, she has assets, but he wants still that disciplinary action of work ethics. And that's what it is. It was good to have a good work ethics and strong mindset of be able to handle things on your own without really having anything handed to you. But that's what it is. Kayla's doing good. She working. She have her own place. I said, okay, it's not necessary that they cut her off. But that was what I said. But yeah, he should make it easier for her. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't around for most of her life because he didn't know for a while. So it was like, you should just make it a little bit easier, but instead of doing all this strict stuff, but hey, he's not changing. Because no matter how many people say talk to him, he's still standing by what he's doing. But I would say, all right, Todd. Okay. So here go Ralph apologies. I might just get off this cam. That's what it is. Ralph apology of he fired us since then. He apologized to Drew. He realized that he was doing a lot of apologies. That, oh, yes, I should have said that. I should have done better at the dinner time. Yes, I did things nice for her, but I should have took what she said, the wrong thing, and all that yada, yada, yada. And I would say, okay, look at Ralph. I've been here apologizing all about the freaking reunion because he know he will have a mouthful when he get back off the screen. So he had to say something now. But then some person, Eddie made a comment about a person, one of the readers or viewers made a comment and Annie wrote about Drew. She always messes up occasions that Ralph put up. I said, listen, if he wasn't doing things, it was no need to bring up stuff in the occasion. I don't care how well you try and shower me with gifts, make me make a dinner because I will eat it. Child, I love to eat. If you bring me dinner, I'll eat. But it doesn't change the fact that things is going on that we need to put on our mind, right? At the end of the day, she just expressed how she felt, and he took it to a way extreme, and that went left. It's like that. So at the end of the day, it was a conversation. It wasn't to bash him or nothing like that. It wasn't to bash him and everything. It just the fact to express the feelings. And this was our current state in our relationship. Why not discuss it? Even if you at a dinner, it doesn't matter. You send me a dinner or you take me to movies or that we just have bomb ass sex. At the end of the day, if I had to say something, I would have to say something. Or you gotta stick with it or not. But don't come at me and try and blame me for ruining the night when you could have done better. In a relationship, it won't be no night to be ruined. And we could have enjoyed that moment. But at the time, I was not in a headspace like that. So, yes, I appreciate the dinner. And I was pretty sure the Jews appreciate that. She said, yes, he doesn't allow you to have nice days for me. At the same time, we have to get things out of our chest. We have to say things. And he just hoping that, oh, we could do this dinner and he could shut you up. I said, no, don't shut me up. It's like that. And me, if it was me, I would enjoy that dinner. And after that, I would still say what I have to say. Isn't me, or does it feel like Todd doesn't like his daughter that much? I don't know what Todd is doing, but yes, he was doing way too much about this Kayla thing, about how she needs to. I was pretty sure you could still do that, but still give her the life that she could. Well, see, her sister. Yeah, stepsister, the benefits and reaping the benefits, and she got to struggle and be all hard. I was like, okay. I was like, Todd, I mean, you're doing the most. And that's what she be sometimes. She be like, okay. Even Kayla's like, whatever. Because at the point, I would say, yes, I'm growing enough. I'm making my own money. I'm doing things. Whatever, Todd. Whatever, father. Whatever, daddy. Whatever you want to call her. Whatever she calls her. got time to be going back and forth with you. Whatever. As long as I get my trust fund and I keep my money on, it's like that. All that stuff. I need you. You be around, and it's what it is. I ain't going to go all the way back and forth with you. But yes, I feel like he was doing the most. So yes, at the time, the king went hard on Ralph at the thing when she was defending True, but she was projected a little bit more because she wanted to say all the things she wanted to say to Mark, but she couldn't say that to Mark, so she said it to Ralph. So yes, it was a little projection on their hand there. She went a little too far, but what she said wasn't wrong. It is that she was projecting a lot of her feelings that it was supposed to be towards Mark, but she put it out on Ralph. So yeah, she really realized that she went too far, but Drew appreciated that someone stood up for her at the table and understand what she was going through. So I said, yeah, it wasn't much. Yeah. So let's talk about this doctor the children's aspect that Ralph was talking about. I said, Ralph, what you telling us about? You told 3 reasons. You couldn't give it the 3rd reason. I said, so did you really want the job to sign or not? Because you don't seem that knowledgeable, and you seem like you're making excuses. Now I do know adoption that the other parent needs to give up the rights for you to adopt them. We do know that. That's state law and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you're not knowledgeable in the thing, so it makes me wonder, did you really want the job site or you had other reasons? Because you just making all the different things. You try to act like you were so knowledgeable, and then you say, I said, what you studying it for? Like, you don't know the 3rd reason? I don't know the reason because I haven't done trying to do adoption yet. But I could go up Google and look for it. But you on stage, you just speak on it. Child, had no idea. So he was trying to say, oh, yes, I told you about the book deal. No, you told her after you had the book deal signed and you had an agreement. You didn't tell her before your book deals. That's a problem. You didn't tell her. You waited until after everything was finalized, and then you want to tell her when the celebration. She would call off guard. I said, why? That's the problem. You should just speak to her. Let her know about it. But no, you didn't want to do that. You didn't. So this book deal, this thing about all that stuff, I said, okay, then you want to do a book tour? I said, book tour? What the hell you did a book tour for? Child, you better sit down. Shoot. Give us the real reason about Dr. Desire, and then we could be there by your side. Because what you was doing last night didn't make any sense. Oh well, I watched it last night, but when the reunion aired. Oh yeah, Marlo apologized for saying she's wrong for saying that Katie doesn't help people, because we all do know that Katie does help people. Katie helps people for a lot. To default that she helps people. Some people don't even deserve to be helped, but she does. So for her to say that she doesn't help people, I said, Marlo, you stretch it for straws. And yeah, she realized she said all the thing, because she said she just say anything, she can say anything. And also she also apologized. And one thing I wanted them to really go in is about what she was saying, how Marlo and Sheree was saying to Candy and Kenya at that freaking science meal prep for the dinner thing they had, the event, and how she went in the back going hard on them. And she realized that she apologized because she was saying anything. She don't mean all the things she said. I said, okay. That's why I said this last part was like so dumb. I said, okay, so everybody just got in mind, just apologize. I said, okay, I got showed you. My action gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I said, all right. Give Marlo a chance. I mean, I'm not a hardcore freaking gonna cut Marlo off. At the end of the day, like I said, she's part of the ensemble cast. That works, so let it be. And we'll see how she do. What she do. If she changed, it is a little better. If she stayed doing the same thing, I was like, she's not changing. She just holding on to it and saying it's the same thing. All right, but oh yeah, I did like when the Todd did a shade about. So they were saying, how do you feel that you under Kenny's test bracket? Todd said, listen, everybody on this freaking room is under Kenny's test bracket. And I was like, you better say it, boy. That was a quick read, because at the end of the day, I said, don't try to. At the end of the day, we all know Kenny is wealthy, and she has it. So it's obvious that he will be under her tax bracket. I way more. I maybe one tip under her tax bracket. Child, nowhere near what she's making. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people is not in that stage is not making what Kenny's making. I don't know about Andy, but other than that, Maybe not Andy, but everybody else is under her tax bracket. So I was like, okay, you thought that was a shade, a dig on him. It is what it is. He ain't care. But so Katie said her reason why she moved on with Marlo and decided not to hold on to what happened is because time moved on. He said, you know what, I don't have time. He don't care. So she said because he forgave her or whatever, let it go. She gonna let it go. Every time. Any last minute thoughts of Real Housewives of Atlanta? That was the reunion, y'all. It wasn't much. It wasn't much. Any last thoughts of the reunion? They are renewed for another season, and every cast that was on the reunion stage is back for next season, season 15. And I guess they added a new person as well. I said, okay, add a new person. We just got signed, but we added a new person. I said, you need to add up, check it up, because the same dynamics is timing. I don't like Tyler Candy. I hear that. Yep, so that's that. Like I said, for next season, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I want Marlo to do better. Drew, you have to get it together. I'm sorry. Sonya, you need to be more clearer. You need to be clear on your statements, how you move, and stuff like that, because you were so inconsistent in this season. And it was your first season in this show, so I'll give you a break. But you need to be clear next time. All right? Kenya can do her, but, Kenya was not much of a villain this season, so she stepped back a little bit. But I like to see more of that fun shade or fun side Kenya more than the other stuff that she be giving. But I like to see that side of her, especially with her baby Brooklyn. It's so cute, that confessional thing on Twitter. I was like, oh my gosh. You could tell Brooklyn kind of gave Kenya life, something that she needed and wanted, despite this divorce that she's going through with Mark. Or at least going through the divorce, because they still technically legally married. Candy, I guess Candy gonna be Candy, whatever. And Sheree, I mean, none of us Sheree could give us unless she be Martell. And I don't want to see him, but it may make some spiciness going on. I'm thinking like something that shows, because I don't know. What else could she give us? That's what I'm saying. Let her free Mark. That's what I'm saying. Gotta get up his veins. I don't know what he's stolen. Child, he don't want to sign up, baby. He want money. I said, damn, Mark. You sound like a freaking female right now. Sorry, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, but gosh. The fact that you don't want this lady that much, you still stalling so much. Oh, Sheree, unless you got a new boo. Oh, outside of the motel. Oh, well, I don't think that was lasting. All right, y'all. That was Atlanta. We done with Atlanta season, so we will see this Atlanta next season. Like I said, everybody's coming back. Oh, Aaron B. Oh, okay. Aaron Hall brother. Oh. I was sure just jumping around, huh? Now, where's everybody at? Where's Blakely? Where's Jade off? Chell? Everybody. This Dominique. But okay, y'all. Let's get into Belle Collective. Another reunion that should have been more parts. I was like, Carlos, you think you was doing cuteness with this to be continued things going on? I said, it's after a while, it's getting boring. It's getting stupid. You think you were doing like, oh, this to be continued, or you had to be continued. Like he's revving about, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, this shit is whack. Because most of the stuff they was talking about wasn't even all that anyway. So, all right. And that's all right. I took no picture of their looks. Their looks wasn't all that either. So I mean, don't talk about the looks. We gonna go straight into the drama. Like that's what we're gonna be. Just straight into drama, and that call it a day. All right, Belle Collective, y'all. The reunion part 1 is 2 parts reunion. So next week will be the second part, and next week will be the DNA results revealed. And they revealed the DNA results because everybody was thinking that he was going to reveal it this season, but he was going. That's a juicy part that he needs to hold for people to come back next week. It's tactic, production tactics. We all know that. I knew that he was not going to reveal that was DNA results in the first episode. Come on, man. He was going to wait to that and hold on to that. And based on reaction, and it seemed like he's the father, because I don't see how all that reaction, all that crying was results from the result that he's not the father. I would should be happy about it, but okay, whatever. Unless there was that reaction for something else. I said, what else was given that make everybody, the cast member, cry like that? Yeah. So Carlos the host, and I could have sworn that suit he wore was a suit he wore for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I guess it's kind of similar, but he just loved wearing blue suits for reunions. I don't know, maybe that's his color, but I would say it was Carlos. I mean, I know you mean well, man, but where's the socks? That's the only fashion tip I'm gonna say tonight. Where's the socks at? Because that was like a really ridiculous. I figure how pants all high in your figure ankles and then freaking up above your ankles and no socks. That's cute, stupid. And then figure Glenn had no socks either with his figure outfit. I said, y'all need to have some socks now. Have socks, y'all. That's ridiculous. But okay, whatever. Carlos reunion. That blue suit looked familiar, but I guess he has multiple blue suits. On the left of him was Latrice, Akeisha, and Sophia. Latrice was sitting next to him. He gave back to Martell. And Martell stayed wearing suits with no socks. Ooh, smell like corn chips. Oh no! Like corn chips. Yeah, Latrice, Akeisha, and Sophia was sitting on the left of him. And on the right of him was Letitia, Marie, and Tamba Cherie in Tampa. And everything. And that's it. So they introduced Lakeisha as the shady girl, shady woman, and Sophia as the one-liners. Because, yeah, to be honest, Sophia don't really have much to say, but she did give little liners throughout the season to say. But I was like, I don't see any liner that she said that really stuck to my mind that made me say, oh my God, she had a great one-liner. I don't remember any long liner she did. But okay. She was a queen of one-liners for this season, I guess. Not like that. But Akeisha was a shady. And I believe she was. And everything. And that's the whole part to it. So Tampa not being up front. And I say yes, Tampa, girl. So Akeisha and I was good friends and everything. And yes, with the show was pitched and everything. And I was not the one who said that she couldn't belong. Because I have a problem freaking with Akeisha. I wouldn't tell Akeisha to the face I have a problem with her. No, it's not true that I did not want her on the show. Because apparently, I guess Akeisha was supposed to be on the show for last season. And I guess for whatever reason, she wasn't on. So it didn't make the cut. But she made it this time. And when they put her name on the list this time, again, she was made it because, according to Tisha, she put her on. I said, Tisha, okay, you might want to put her name on the list, but it's up to production to make the final say. You don't have control of who casting. If y'all don't know, listen, yes, Letitia the one who pitched the show to Carlos. Now, I don't know if she has EP credits and nothing like that, but yes, she pitched the show. And because she pitched the show and everything, I guess she felt like, oh, since I brought the show together, I brought you around, you should respect me. I said, I respect you if you respect me. Period. I don't care. You bought a bag of chips, or I don't care. You bought you went my whole apartment. You gotta respect me if you want to respect you. So I think she got credits, right? Yes. Maybe she has EP credits, and with EP credits, it's only give you things that you get might be more money or you get lights or accolades or anything, but you don't have control of the castings. So, like Mariah, she had EP credits on Married to Medicine, but she doesn't control casting. Like Shawnee, she had EP credits in Basketball Wild, but she doesn't control control casting. So all that, thank you for the services that she was spilling for that one scene that everybody said, oh, Brandy got fired. She came right back. I said, oh, I thought she had pulled. She can say whatever you want to say, but she don't control nothing. She may have the ear a little bit, but other than that, if production wants someone around, they will bring them around. Now, the production does care and value the people. They may make decisions based on what they suggested, but other than that, they still want the drama factor. Production works for them. Once the show is in their hands, it's their ownership. Shoot, Mariah on Castle had it right. Yeah, I miss Mariah. I do miss her. It's like that. I do miss her. Hey, Brittany Boo. I miss Mariah. I don't know if she ever gonna come back, but I guess not. But I do miss her. And even though I really watch Married to Medicine like that anyway, y'all know I'll be watching a few episodes and then to stop watching it. It's just like that. Since lately, I had just doing that. Last season I did that. This season I did this. I just know that I can't grasp my attention, even though it's not bad. And I know a lot of people like it. It just could not grasp my attention anymore. I don't know. So I guess it was a talk that Tampa they wanted Keisha there. I said, Tampa, you was in a group chat. They didn't want Keisha in the group chat, and all your ladies blasting you on that. Now you think it's far fetched for the viewers to not to believe that you didn't want her on the show either? I believe Keisha. I believe that they didn't want her. Now, whether or not that Tampa had a pull to say, no, if she's on the show, I ain't gonna be on the show. No, it is what it is. It's room for both of y'all to be there. And I do believe that you feel like it was some competition if Keisha was on the show. So you feel like you want to be the only Belle with the group of ladies. And I like Keisha. If I had a problem with Keisha, no, stop. Yeah. So Keisha said she don't remember saying that she was ugly, but she did say that based on the picture that they showed, yes, they wasn't put to the best. They wasn't their best. So low-key was saying they shady, or like ugly, or was not attractive. So Keisha, I think you did say that to Tampa. He just said he didn't expect the Tampa to run it back to tell these girls that. At the end of the day, whatever. Stand on it. Now you're gonna read me. So, oh yeah, based on the picture, yes, these ladies was attractive in the picture. I said, okay, so you did say so. What that they was ugly. You didn't expect the Tampa to run to tell these ladies. So you said it. You said it. But I wish that they go back and forth more on that Tampa and Keisha friendship and how she feels about it, because I don't think they really dive into that as much. I said, okay, I really want to get to dive there. I said, Tampa, why you really feel about how you feel about Tampa? Because all these ladies can be lying about you not wanting her to be around. Something about you, Tampa. It's not squeaky clean, girl. How y'all feel about Tampa? So yeah, I said Tisha feel like she brought Keisha around, so she should be grateful to her and respect her and all that stuff like that. I said, yes, I respect you, respect me. It is what it is. I don't care how much you brought to the table, everything. Yes, because you pitched the show, I was grateful for that, but you is part of the cast. So if you want to expect me to respect you, you gotta respect me too. Girl, get out of my face. So they talk about this plate gate, dirty plate gate, and all that stuff like that. At the end of the day, yes, if the plate is dirty, you should switch it. Point blank, period. But I do feel like Keisha was on one a little bit at that thing. Now, I don't like Keisha either. I really don't like her like that. But I was like, because Keisha's a one-upper. Tell me where that's what. She's like Antoinette and kicking on camera to me. Oh, child. Yes. I couldn't stand that girl. That girl. But cool thing, Keisha, you was coming there being a little shady. A lot of things. Oh, I thought this was a big event, and this is this. I like her more than Tampa. It's like that. And it was like, yes, the plate was dirty. You should change it. Now, she did say that when she saw her plate was dirty, she went to production. You know, you can't break the fourth wall. You got to act like the production's not there. But then again, we always hear production in the background talking and shit like that. If you want us not to feel like production's there, don't have them talking around and being in the scenes and the camera scenes that we don't see them. Unless something needs to be stepped in about. Okay? So how much of breaking the fourth wall when we don't actually know they're around? Okay. Especially scenes happening, Glenn driving his car fast up and no hit on the production. So if you don't want them to be around and be seen, why are they all in the scene and camera shot? All right. So about that. So she told the production, they said no, don't talk to us, talk to Tisha. So she talked to Tisha and she said, oh, like that. So but Tisha felt like she was being on one to be a little shady, being coming after her like that. And so that's why she took offense. Because you immediately took defensive about the place being dirty. At the end of the day, if the place was dirty, just change the place. It's not really a big deal. But I do agree about the burnt waffles and stuff like that. I said, who the hell made this brunch? Because that waffles do look burnt and stuff like that. I said, what the hell? Yeah, the cater or you did it yourself, Tisha? Because I don't understand that either. But yes, it was a bunch of stuff. But I do feel like Keisha would be ashamed a little bit. And Tisha had really preconceived notions about how things was going with Keisha and how she come around, and she really felt type of way. So they decided to go at each other. And it's what it is. And then Keisha put out t-shirts for everyone. Right? And then here goes Tisha be to beat the one-upper. Slightly burnt waffles. Don't get me wrong, waffles could be a little bit burnt, but some of the waffles were a little bit darker than what necessary to be. Yeah. But so she bought t-shirts. So Tisha won up the one-upper and gave a crown to Carlos. She said, I don't do t-shirts, but I give little gifts and crowns. And I said, only gave Carlos a crown. I said, so you were gonna give a gift to everybody. Where everybody else crowns at? Just for Carlos? And Carlos, remembering the fact that he get called the king of reality TV, I was like, listen. Yes, at some point in time, he did produce Real Housewives of Atlanta, and some of those seasons was great. Yes, he did a couple other shows, like he did the Next Big 15 or like that, and that show didn't even last that long. But it was on like one of the things. I think he RBD was, so he was part of that. It was okay. So yes, he did some reality shows that was good. Could it be is great? No, not necessarily. Can I recall him a king of king of reality TV right now? No. It needs to be more little years in his belt and more things under his notches that make me want to call him a king of reality TV show. He might be good, but he's not a king yet. So I know that title's getting in his head, and everybody want to call him that. But it is what it is. That's my opinion. It's Miz's opinion. Y'all may think differently. At the end of the day, I don't call him a king of a reality TV show. I think it's good for enough now. He just good right now because he's not really other people produce shows at the moment. So, but then his shows need to be better to me. Me calling him king of reality. But hey, we reviewing it, so I guess he giving us something. It caused my pockets. But yes, he got the crown, and he was happy about being called the king of reality TV. Again, the thing for Tisha. I said, oh, so you want to put one up? Okay. Oh, so this Latrice and Marie situation. Marie, we're not doing this. Marie, we're not doing this. Because I've been watching Belle Collective, and I've been reviewing Belle Collective since season 1, and y'all remember on my channel, I reviewed this show. And then people who watched Discord with me last night, I was able to go back to the first episode so they could see the context of what everything, how this started. At the end of the day, Marie, whether or not, yes, you have a license, you have a health facilities, and you could lose your license and everything, and it's serious. Be committed fraud, you lose your license. But at the same time, the fact that you was coming after another lady's business is the same thing she was coming after your business. And as all started, how you came with the little Bo Peep outfit with the hat on, with the freaking hair that you say you didn't like that you got from the thing to show you could shut on Latrice and make her look bad and embarrass her in front of the ladies at the first brunch that we all saw to embarrass this lady in her business. She could lose clientele. Having bad hair could lose business for her as well, just as much as you feel like it could lose business what she said, what she had to say. At the end of the day, that's why I was a little upset with Letitia. Like Teresa said, listen, girl, so what? You did what you did because she came after you. And it's a tit for tat situation. Don't backtrack it. And I'm glad she did admitted it. Said, oh, yeah, I said that, I did that. I said, okay, Latrice, you didn't have to hide behind that you didn't do it. You did it. So that's how I was going to aggravate Latrice. I said, girl, you did what you did because she came after you. Like, at the end of the day, none of us were there. We all understood. We all understood. Marie went to Latrice off camera about the mess first. Latrice and her crew lying and having the alphabet boys equal to raggedy lengths. And during the season, that hair was plastic and raggedy. Yeah, don't get me wrong, the hair was messed up. But we're going to go about what her word is, that she bought it for God's length. We don't know. She produced no receipts and nothing like that. And she came out of Latrice's business and in front of the camera. Now, whether or not that she did talk to her beforehand and Latrice might act like she didn't know, that's only between those two because we was not privy to, but we're going to go privy to what we was told. And I do remember they saying that the first interaction was that scene that we saw. We don't see the off-camera conversations. They all on the message boards saying Marie was defrauding the government. Oh, child. They had an off-camera conversation. I mean, I remember they saying it, but at the end of the day, we don't see the off-camera conversation. So just like with Drew and Sheree, and Sonya, we don't know that until they might say it, and then the other person can say, "No, we didn't have it." So now we're gonna go about who's lying, who's not, and we only could base on what we feel about the person. So if she said, "No, you did not come to me beforehand," we say, "Yes, I did." And I'll say, okay, but what we saw as a viewer was you came at her first at the brunch. And that's how this all started. So at the end of the day, y'all was tit for tat. So just stand on both of y'all truths. Who's right and wrong, it doesn't matter. Y'all both didn't care for each other. Y'all both was going at each other's businesses and let it go. And stop reflecting that y'all didn't. Y'all were. Y'all definitely were coming at each other's businesses. Marie feel like, to be honest, Marie feel like her business because she had a license like that. It's more, yes, you can lose your license, it's damaging, but her business gonna be damaging too. Y'all both was coming at each other. So I was like, let it go, because that is, if as me as viewer, it started when Marie came out of Latrice. But it was a paper saying that Marie had been investigated. And when Carlos asked her, have you ever been investigated before the show? She paused a little bit, but she said, no, nobody came to my office and served me nothing. I said, that's fed jail time, though. Yeah, I get it. But the point is, yeah, both come out each other's businesses. So yes, the foreign saying that someone the foreign government is a serious offense. So I understand why Marie will be really upset. But let's think about it. Would Latricia would have done that if Marie didn't come after her? I don't have no reason to go after somebody's businesses and he come after me. As you trying to hurt me, I'm going to hurt you. And that's why I feel like they both should stand on it. But I do understand Marie being upset. Nobody knocking that she couldn't be upset about it. It's just that I understand it. But you came after this girl. And Yeah, it's over here. That's what I'm saying. If Marie didn't like the hair, she shouldn't have came into that event with the hair and got some other hair that she liked. But she came down here with this scene on camera to freaking downplay this girl. And that's her livelihood. That's how she make her money. And that's her reputation. Yes. Yeah, I know it's kind of like petty for us to say, over here, girl, over here, you go that far. But you have to understand, that's just Latrice's livelihood. And then this name of the game is stage. The reputation matters. Oh, her reputation is also hang out with a racist. Yeah, that girl. Yeah. Everyone, Latrice ain't that clean either. I'm just going by this big majority of Latrice dynamic. Doesn't mean I really like Latrice all the way either. Because I don't know why she be hanging around that girl. I don't know why anybody would hang around that girl. That lady from last season. So that's that. That's what I'm saying. Mm. Yeah, and we get that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking Marie not being upset. We get that. And nobody can say anything to get you in trouble to lose your license. So we get that. But you know, sometimes a fair level war. Sometimes people go at each other. And it ain't mean necessary. Doesn't make it right, but that's what happens. But yeah, I don't think she should express any false rumors about her businesses if it's not true. So the truth, what her paper said, she's been investigated, and Marie said, no, it haven't. Nobody have investigated me. And you think I'll be operating if I think I was defrauding the government? And I said, yeah, that's kind of true. I mean, I don't think they would, but sometimes government don't be on you like that. They take a while to investigate and then get all the facts before they come after you. So we don't know. By the end of the day, after this season, hopefully y'all don't go back and forth with the same thing. Because I said, listen, y'all dragging it. That's another thing what Carlos like to do. He like to drag the storylines. Let's move on. If y'all both say y'all gonna move on, whatever, from this situation, I don't want to hear about this thing again. Because it's like, okay, we get it. We get it. Let's move on. Latrice, you don't talk about her business anymore. And Marie, you don't buy from her anymore. And don't deal with that. And that's what it is. Y'all keep your separate ways. And we will be done with the situation. Because we can't go another third season, y'all going to the same back and forth again. Bring new ladies and bring some new dynamics on the show. Oh, yeah, Marie said she gave a Latrice a storyline. And I said, yeah, I'll let y'all decide on that. At the end of the day, the whole collective was a collective. The men joined the stage, and it's okay. So they started talking about Letitia and Glenn's situation. Carlos, I like what you're trying to do, but you was not doing it right. I'm sorry. Like I said, he was trying to spin it too much as well as possible to make Glenn feel like he made a mistake. No, he did not make a mistake. He did not make a mistake. According to Tisha, according to him, basically, she been taking him back numerous of times. 17 times, is to be exact, that's what she said. Well, 18 now, if you want to count the fact that she went back home and he's still texting other women. 18 times. That's not a mistake. Now, he said that the first time he actually went physical with a woman was the one he had this baby with. I said, I don't buy that, because all this time she was saying that he was entertaining a woman from the first season. And I can't believe it just only... that's what I'm saying. and then accidentally fell into something. You purposely had sex with this lady, and I believe you had sex with other women too. It wasn't just sexting, even though that's still bad. But it wasn't just sexting. You was having sex with other women as well. I don't feel like the first time you were physical with this woman right here. Oh, because this is the first time you were physical with this woman right here, she deserves to take you back. And why she punish you? I said this has been years. It's not just this one time. It's numerous times she taking you back. Keep taking you back. Keep taking you back. Keep taking you back. And everything. So now, so he said, "Oh, you're not a bad person. You just made a bad mistake, and this is that, and yeah, and I'm just praying for y'all." I said, and then he gonna lie for the viewers. Oh, viewers are rooting for your marriage. I said, who says when we were rooting for who? Don't speak for me, Carla. Speak for yourself. Don't speak for me, because I'm pretty sure I went on Twitter and we all were saying Letitia should leave this man. Nobody said they was rooting for their marriage. Especially when they find out how many times he keep cheating on her or stepping out, and she keep taking him back. So what we said is either you stay with him and start complaining about this, Letitia, or you forgive him and move on. Oh no, you stay with him or you just leave. But if you stay with him, you can't keep beating in his head about that. You got to try to forgive and move on and let him actually shows you that he's doing better. If he doesn't actually shows you, then you need to leave. But you said last night, confirmed with all of us, saying that this girl's not leaving. She just loves to use the pain as a storyline to get her check. Well, so I'm sorry to say that, but it's what it is. I said it. Because you said you forgive him at the fair. But also, if it's a baby, you would forgive him for the baby too. I said, girl, what the hell? Then that's not surprising when you said in the season you would take the baby. So I guess it does make sense what you said that last night. So you forgive him for the baby too. So what we doing here? Is it to stay with him and say, I'm not leaving Glenn, and everybody would shut up. Nobody would have had nothing to say if you would have said, you know what, I'm not leaving him. Yes, I know what he is, and I know what dog it is. It's better to stay with the dog I know than the dog I don't know. And cut the noise. None of them had nothing to say. I said, oh, well, she said what she said. I guess what we're going to say. She said what she said. She's not leaving him. But don't act like you get on the television doing all this journey. Think you need to learn him some lesson, and he's not learning anything because he know at the end of the day you're going to come back. That's not no lesson learned. And all that, oh, he didn't think about anything until he saw you move out the house. I said, oh, okay, and it wasn't that hard either. He got the easy. He did whatever. He said he was depressed. He was stalking her. If this is that. If your phone not to call you, all that stuff. And I need you. You nothing. You change all that stuff like that. I said all that. And something had to stick. He was doing every tactic in the book to try to make something stick. So Tisha, stop dragging this out. Or you stay with Glenn, despite his indiscretions, or you going to leave us behind. Because 18, 19, 20 times, we're not going to be sitting here or season after season, him going through the same thing. Now, you saying in this thing, reunion, that he had Instagram, and these ladies was DMing him. And I do believe that once a man is on a show, and the show is popular, and you know these vultures out there would love to get a piece of a pie, because they don't care if you married or not. It was still trying to go after your man and everything. So I do believe there are crease of women who's on his DMs that he might not have got before he got married, but doesn't matter that it didn't stop him from cheating before he got on the show. So it's not like it was just the show that creased it. It may have creased the woman that's on his DMs, but it didn't stop any woman to come holler at him before the show. So don't put that because the show it just boot up. No. Everybody handles DMs and he entertains them. At one time, his Instagram was locked or he couldn't get in. But the backup was her, so she got able to get him back in his account. I said, I don't want to do shit. Back up now, I said, oh, baby, my Instagram was locked. I'd be like, When you want me to do? You gotta wait till they get unlocked because I'm not putting on backup nothing. Child, you go back to the secret bimbos when you know he was going to entertain them in the first place. I said, teacher, why the hell you unlock this Instagram? For him to go back and then he gonna try to promote the show. Oh, please watch Belle Collective. Why after you start flirting with these ladies? Now he said he was a sex team. He was conversating. I said the same thing. He's conversing with these ladies. We're not touching subject. And then he said one lady sending him some breast pics, and he said, "Dang!" And everybody started laughing like it was so cute and stuff. And he said it was she was 8. She was an 8. She was an 8 size. I said, I don't care. It was an 8 or whatever the size was. You shouldn't be entertaining that. But yeah, he's a fool. He's a clown. Do you have to stay with a lying cheater if your name is Letitia? Child, because I was like, I don't know what some of these with these t-shirts. Y'all better stop having t-shirts that look dumb. We got a t-shirt that can break the cycle. Because we got 2 t-shirts so far on with some cheaters. Or a liar. Or both. I said, y'all aggravated me. So they got to read the DNA results. And that was to be continued. I said, I knew they was going to wait. Because he knew he was going to wait. He loves to do that. Just like Love Marriage Hunter, when we can talk about that. I knew that this past episode, I'm not going to show it. He was going to drag that to the next one. And then he's going to drag the rest of the season for the aftermath of that fight. How everybody feel, what's going on, all that stuff like that. When we talk about Love Marriage Hunter, we'll talk about that. But other than that, I say, yeah, he dragged it. So DNA results go plan. And I say, yeah, that baby is not a baby. That baby is like 6 or 7 years old, right? But we didn't find out there's a baby out there. That baby is like not an infant. So he said the baby is his. He gonna take care of responsibility. He gonna be a man. He gonna be all that. I said, oh well, you forgot the teacher said she will take the baby, right? Child, teacher wanna hate me. I was saying, girl, did you say you gonna take the baby? You said you gonna take the baby, right? So okay. Oh, Chad, she probably want me off the show. She would say, Mister, get off the show. I don't want you here. I don't want you here. You starting up. I said, that's what you said, girl. Oh my gosh. But that was a part 1, y'all. So we wait till next week because that's the juiciness with the review. And based on, like I said, based on reaction, because they know you know how they like to cut things up. So Tisha's crying profusely. So that just tells me, it let me knows that he is the father. Now, I don't see her crying like that if he's not. Maybe not. Maybe it's all of emotions. But then again, everybody else is crying too. I was like, it's either that or something else was going on. That crying scene was happening. Because I said, why are y'all crying? All the ladies, mostly all the ladies. And Tisha cried. Latrice liked to see Tisha cry, so she started crying. And then I think it could be happy tears, but I don't know. I don't know happy tears when the body language will go like that. And then he consoled her. I don't know, y'all. That reaction don't look like what's happy tears. Because if child. If I find out, I said, I don't know. I would be celebrating crying for like that. I said, okay, you not a baby, but crying about it. Yeah. Let's say if it wasn't his. So you think that was happy tears that she said, oh my God. I was like, ooh, girl, you going through emotions there. But we want to see next week if it's happened. To me, it looked like it is, but you never know. But it should have shown reaction to make a suspense. That's to say, who does this? Because if I was a producer, I wouldn't have shown no reaction to it. It would be nothing to show. No. Y'all will find out next week how she reacts to it. unless it was something else that was on that thing that happened. All right, y'all. So that was Belle Collective. Last thoughts of that before we move on to Family on Fiance. We're going to talk about this hot mess as well. They should ask more. That's what I'm saying, right? Chill. Next season should be good. That's what I'm saying. Yes. No! No! I thought you did it. I thought they should do it. That's what should have had Maury, because it would give us a Maury moment. It was giving us a Maury moment. I was like, chill. Maybe I would not be upset. I would be like, should crying and happy tears. Yeah, I don't no mistaken. But then again, should she really be happy? Oh, but he's still a cheater at the end of the day. All right, y'all. Family Fiance. Child. We watched this last night, and I was like, this is Maya, and this is Daryl. She had one of the track star. Maya and Daryl. So Maya and Daryl been together for like over 2 years now. Over 2 years, they met on a social data app, and from there they've been talking for like 2 years, and they've been for 2 years. He'd been single for 2 years before he got with Maya. So he had a relationship, then he was single for 2 years, and then he got into Maya. Maya, on the other hand, she was in a relationship for 20 years with someone. I guess that ended. I don't know if it was the father or somebody else, because it seemed like, because later on they talked about the father dying and everything. I don't know, maybe that was she was with for 20 years and then it ended because he died. But they didn't dive into who the ex was. But all I know was the ex was 20 years. And then she got then after that it was 3 or 4 months of being single, and then she got with Daryl. I said, Maya, you need to hear a little bit more. I said, that was a little quick. You've been with someone 20 years, and then you jumped in another relationship within less than 5 months. Because you've been single for 3 months, 4 months, and then you got a relationship after that, like less than 5 months, girl, and you've been in a relationship already, and after 20 years. I said, child, I don't know what you rushing for. Out there, committed peen. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I guess she needed somebody to say, okay, I can't be going around freaking deacon. I said, nobody gonna blame you, freaking deacon girl. Get your little groove back a little bit before you got into someone else. But that was kind of crazy. And they had a viral proposal video that went global, whatever it is. It was a viral proposal. And he liked to, and I think like he liked to do a grandstanding of proposals, because his mom mentioned that later on, that we get to that point. But he liked to do grandstand proposals and everything. And I was like, okay, whatever. And yes, he was a ladies' man. He was a ladies' man. He had to be flirty. He had to be messed around, because at the time, yes, when he was single, that's the reason why he didn't get back in a relationship at this. He was there because he was going around being a ladies' man, trying to see who he could do. He got the groove back with everything and sleep around or stuff like that. So yes, he was that Casanova type of person, and he tried to retire that and get with Maya and settle down. And that's what he used to be. That's not what he is now. It was three proposals. Maya's the third one. He had two other proposals before Maya. So yes, he had a history of grand proposals because based on what mother said, she said she can't deal with another woman because in the beginning of the episode, Maya made it seem like his family is still close to his baby mom, ex. So she wasn't really, the family wasn't really hearing to Maya like that. They wasn't really opening up and being free and warm with her because they would still have a relationship with the ex. I said, I can see how this going. Because when you have still have a relationship with the ex, and that's the baby's mother and everything, because he has a son. And she had 5 children. He has a son, she has 5 children. And yeah, she just can't go with the level of engagement. So when they were saying how many engagements did they got? Because when he was telling us, he was saying that when he met with Tracy, Maya and Gavin met with Tracy, he said that he had 2 prior engagements before engagement to Maya. That's kind of sort of why you can't commit, why you jumping shipping every time, like what's going on? He said the first one did not count because he said that was like a forced engagement. His mom made him forcing him to get engaged. I said, how your mom forced you to engage? Are we in the medieval times that was arranged marriages? Doesn't get me wrong, it still happens in this day and age. It's nothing in the culture, but I don't think he wants no culture that he needs to get forced to be proposed to someone. I said, I don't know what's going on here, but that's what he was saying. That his first engagement was a forced proposal. But yet, you grandstand because she said the first proposal he got on one time he was on the grand stage, next time was something else. He liked to do this big grandstand of proposals to put the family in the middle, like and especially they didn't know that he was going to propose and anything. And all of a sudden, he just do this open acts of proposals. I said, okay, so you just love the proposal phase, huh? And don't commit to the freaking woman after that? And then exited mom on Danny besties. Well, yeah, right? So they got to this thing about, because Maya mentioned that how infidelity was a part of the problem of the relationship. And he also ladies man, and he also infidelity. And how they came about. And he tried to explain the story of, no, my mom and aunt. I said, Tracy said, when you start your sentences with my mom and aunt, the stories are going to seem like it'll be interesting and stuff like that. It's a statement how you vote, because you didn't took no responsibility of what you did. He said, no, my mom and aunt. I said, so you gonna blame your mom and aunt for you to freaking cheat on freaking Maya? That's what you trying to tell us, Daryl? So here's the story go. He said that they had a vacation because they went to Florida. I'll get off the camera. They had a vacation because he moved to Florida and everything. And that's a part of the reason they had a little thing going on because he moved to Florida. And that's made the commitment a little bit further because she was going to Florida, like she was moving to Florida, whatever it is. They said relationship got better because he moved to Florida and they really was able to really work it out with their relationship. But the baby mom, the mother of his child, he was saying that his mom was begging the baby mom to come to the trip. Come to the trip, and all it's like that. Forcing him, was begging him to come to the trip and everything like that. Yes, right? going on a trip. So I guess the baby mom was hesitant and not going and everything, or whatever, or she was assistant and the mom was agreeing to her to come. That's what he was saying. He said the mom and aunt was plotting and scheming to have her come to the trip. So when it came, if I gave in, they wanted him to go to the pool, hold hands, baby mom and everything, son and everything like that. So, and then he said the mom and aunt was taking pictures behind his back that he didn't know. They were taking pictures. And then somehow Maya got the pictures and then she wanted to know what's going on. So she contacted baby mom and I guess she confirmed it of everything was happening at the trip. And so like that. So that's an infidelity going about. So I said, okay, you try and say that they forcing you to have sex with her. I said, so did you have sex with her or not? And then he come around and said, oh yeah, later then next minute we know we had some drinks and everything, and then we had something together. I said, so what's going on? So you still sleep together no matter what? Whether it was a plot or not, you slept with the lady. So you still slept with the lady. They didn't force you to sleep with the girl. So what we doing here, Daryl? And throughout the whole conversation, he took no responsibility that he was wrong. He blamed it on his mom and aunt. I just lived there. I not from there. Yes, he blamed it on his aunt. No accountability whatsoever. So how she got there? It's my mom and aunt. What is it? It's my aunt. So your mom and aunt forced you to sleep with her? Child, I was like, so except at the end of the day, they tried to do all that to explain that you actually did sleep with her. So you was infidelity. And you trying to act like it was no infidelity. You did sleep with her, so it was infidelity. Like, boy, how old is you? Because they need to get the age. Because that plays a factor. Because later on, when we talk about something else, I was like, okay, what was going on here? All right. So that's what happened. And so from there, she ended up not trusting him. I said, I believe why you couldn't trust him. Like, he wasn't being fake. He wasn't being honest. And now this whole dynamic with the baby mama, like, how's that happen? Like, what's going on? Is she standing like, oh, what's going on? Is the mother still everything? So my thing is like, okay, you blame your mom and aunt. They're close with the ex, the baby mother. We'll see how this goes. Because I can see they could go one or two ways. Either he's lying or they the family's on one. So Dad was bringing his mom, Chandra, his aunt, Kim, and his father, Darryl Sr. And then Maya's bringing her friend, Diana, her two daughters, Imani and Kia. And she said her main issue with her daughters is that she's moving. Especially Imani going to have a hard time because Imani has 3 young children herself, and she wants a support system. The dad's not around. I guess her grandma, I think Maya's mother, is moving to Florida with her as well. So she feel like she's gonna be really alone and not having the her support system, everything. So because I guess they moved to Philly from when they was in Denver. Then they moved to Philadelphia. Did they move to Philly? Yeah, they did. They went to Philly, yeah. Like that. And that was that. So she felt type of way about that. And then she said, I can't move again, or something like that. But I was saying, you're a grown woman, girl. At the end of the day, I do understand that, yes, your parents is moving out the state and everything. You might feel alone and stuff like that. And you might not have a support system and everything. And I don't believe that they will disown you or not being there. But it's tough. Don't get me wrong, it'll be tough. But you had to take responsibility when you had 3 children to take care of your 3 children. And you can't always rely. And even though a lot of people wants to have that support system, a lot of people don't really have that support system. So that's why sometimes you build friendship and you build family who's not your blood to have that support system. But yeah, Maya said that her daughter Imani was trouble. Good, she was getting out of detention homes, all that stuff. She was just being acting out and wilding out. And we explain the reason why she wilding out later on because of that in a minute. But she was acting up. And I said, if she's acting up, if something happened in your life that it made her act that way. Because sometimes children acts up based on the changing the dynamics of the family or what's happening in the house. But people don't want to think about that. They always think about, oh, well, she's acting up because it's her fault and not because what was going on. But then again, I said, Maya, you're an adult, you got 3 children. Kia, I think Kia's a 14 and everything. I probably understand why Kia, but Kia, they really got that for the destroyed based on Imani was. Kia was like, okay. Even though she felt type of way about the moving, but she wasn't that much living and emotive like Imani was. And that's just saying something. Okay. So Tracy gave Darryl a task. Fears in the hat. Maya had red hot questions. It basically was questions, the fears, and this answer the questions and stuff like that. So the mom on Darryl said she don't want to get involved in another relationship. And she kept saying that through the episode. So I said, either Darryl you put into the middle of it, or you be around when he's engaged. They trying to be support and trying to be friendly to people, at least trying to be good with or friendly with the fiance, and then that ends, and then you move on to the next one, and then you get engaged with the next one, and then you try to good with that one. And then that'll happen. And then you go to the next one. I said, okay, I was probably with mom. I said, what we doing here? Can you settle down, at least something? I mean, gosh, all these grandstanding proposals, and you not sticking with none of these ladies? And these ladies, man, like, come on now. So that's what she said. So the family meeting, they mentioned saying some things about accountability, because he lacks accountability. There was a whole episode. He definitely did. It took no accountability whatsoever of what he done and how he was doing things. And they also get upset when they put him in the hot seat. I said, boy, what is wrong with you? You're a grown-ass man. Stick with it. You did what you did. And we're just knowing that. You flirt with other ladies and you get offended with other ladies and doing all that stuff like that and try to say you was a salesperson. So I said, being a salesperson doesn't make you be flirty and be funny with all females. Being a salesperson only makes you feel like you can convince people to buy things. You have to get the gap, which is a unique skill to be a salesperson. But to have that quick for you to be a ladies' man, a free phone, and be all for the ladies. Okay, that's something else. It's accountability, trust. They said they want to be closer to the mom. They want to respect Maya. They want to know if she's sure about moving because they're going to leave the family behind. They talk about him being very friendly with women. And they want to know if they invested in the relationship. And they want to remain loyal, 100% devoted to each other, and stop the Casanova act that he's doing. So when it came to the task, right? So that's what Dad will reveal. Dad will mom revealed that he does a lot of these grand standard proposals because Maya trying to understand almost everything and said, how many had this? She said 2 things. So why you didn't? It's like that. So that's why she felt like she just want to continue on another person because he keep doing this. It's a pattern, right? So she was saying, you keep putting our family through this, different women, and why are we bothering now? Like, why bother trying to get some connection with you if you go, and then we get connected with you, and then he ends with you, and then he move on to the next. That could be tiring after a while. I said, oh boy. Commitment issues to the finance. All right. So when Maya asked the family about how the ex came to the trip, the Florida trip, whatever it is, the mom said, because Maya said that Daryl told her that you and the mom plotted to have her come down. And the mother said, oh, hell no, we didn't. He begged her to come down. And she was hesitant. And he kept begging her and begging her and begging her to come down. And she finally gave in with the son and try to be a family and all that stuff like that. Try to kindle the thing. Because at that same time, I think like he probably still had kind of feelings or somewhat with the family mama and everything and trying to get that out the way because something ain't going on. His feeling was still attached to her. I mean, of course, they had a child, but at the same time, it was something going on because that's why it felt a little bit. So they gonna come down. So when they came to the dinner, right? This was interesting. This is what I said that point I'm gonna get to. Came to the dinner, and then they confronted him about that, about the ex coming to the beach and all that stuff. So they asked him the questions. So you said, okay, you said that your mom and aunt plotted her to come down, and they said no, you begged her to come down. And he looked at his mom and aunt. He said, really? Y'all gonna lie like that? Really? I said, I was like, the way how you act is, I'm more inclined to believe your family, but sometimes, yes, your mom has something going on, but no, I'm inclined to believe your family. I believe you begged that freaking lady to come down there. So he said all that, right? And then he said something along the line, and then she asked him, I said, so where do they sleep at? He said, I don't know. No, she slept outside of the bed. I said, outside of the bed? What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about? She slept in your bed? What outside of the bed are you coming from, Daryl? Like, speak. He said, outside of the bed. And then he said, no, she didn't sleep in the bed. Like, she slept downstairs. And the aunt said, I was in the couch. She's nowhere near slept in the couch with me. So I said, why are you lying about the little small details? Just said she slept in my bed. Like, you already slept with the girl. Like, what's that matter? Like, why are you lying about that? All right, so he do that. So then he pulled this thing with his mom. He said, you know what, Mom? I just feel like you was never there for me. And it was something that happened in 2019. Now, mind you, we on 2022. 2019 was 4 years ago. And if you see this picture, he looked like he's in his 40s or something like that. So he's still a grown man. So I'm acting like he talk about something in childhood. He talk about something 4 years up, 4 years then. That's the same shit. Man, in the words of all the boy, yeah, he lies. That's what I'm saying. And I'm sitting here. He said 4 years ago, 2019, I had an award show. It was very important to me, and I wanted you there, and you didn't show up. And all I got was a card, and a card with some money inside, and congratulations. And that I ain't want the card and the money and everything. I wanted you there. I wanted my mom there, and you was not there for me. And I was like, never say this before you get on sound. Y'all think I'm insensitive. I get it. Yes, big major life stones in your life, you want your parents there. But I say at a point in time, sometimes when you get older, you have to realize your parents not always gonna be there. They probably lived their life. They did what they didn't do when you was younger. And if it's happened that was younger, that they was not around, and they was give you love or rejection, or you feel rejected, you feel dismissed when you have your life with your mom, then that's something that you have to probably gotta understand and accept that this probably who your parents are. And you can't change them, especially if you express your feelings, and then they're gonna say, "Oh well, okay, okay, I think you it is what it is." And that's the response you get, and that means you know what you gotta do. You gotta move on and let it be, and not use that to hinder you. So my thinking about this was, y'all, you bringing this up about your mom not being in your war show. How's that how is that in relation to you of not taking accountability of sleeping with the freaking ex? How is that in relation to you sleeping with the ex and being responsible for that? You're not taking accountability. You didn't apologize. You didn't have to apologize, but you did not acknowledge the fact that you was wrong. It's everybody else's fault, but yourself. And you just doing about your mom not being in your war show, and it hurts you. So it's because of that. It's the direct relations of you, how you treat people. It could be, but you talk about 4 years ago. You didn't talk about it in your childhood. So what happened in your childhood? So your mom was always been like that. She never been around with you. Never make you feel welcome. You always feel rejected. I don't understand, but you just talk about that. So I want your mom, and he was very like emotional about it. Like I was getting understand his feelings, but I want to understand how is that in relation to you being a cheater and liar. If you want to pay your relationship with your mom, that's fine. But how is that ties into what we doing here? That's I didn't get. That's what this episode was stupid, because I was saying, okay, we have a therapy session with him and his mom, or he's having a therapy session with him and his girlfriend, fiance. Because that was like thrown in there. And then when they sat down with Tracy, Maya said she don't know what to believe, and Tracy said that's kind of a hard thing to do because you don't know who to believe. You don't believe the mom, you don't believe him, you don't believe the baby mom. And this was you had that kind of standing. That means this is something you should not build on, because now it's not grounded. So if you don't know what to believe, that means you can't trust nothing. And so how are you so hell bent on being moved forward and being in a relationship with him if you can't understand what's the reality of truth to things? So you have to understand that you being complacent to this as well, because you're not holding him accountable. She said, I know. No, you're not holding him accountable. No, you're not. Because you really holding him accountable, that he wouldn't realize that he needs to be held accountable and understand that he did wrong. But it seemed like you had this like bubble that, you know what? I'm not gonna go further than that. I'm gonna stay where it is. I'm comfortable where it is. I'm not gonna challenge that because it's gonna erupt my being with him. Because you don't want that discomfort, you go to settle to ignoring the fact that he lied to you, ignoring the fact that he didn't take no accountability, ignoring the fact that he passed the blame to everybody else, but his own ass, big ass, grown ass person doing what he did. So when he had sat down with Tracy, he just saying that how his mom rejected me, how this is that, this all stuff, and he wanted to have him sit down. She said, so why you came here? And he said, I want to came here and I repair my relationship with his mom. She said, I could do that. I could do that for you, and also like that. And we had that. He had to sit down with his mom. The mom heard him out, and she would say, well, you think that. I don't know why you feel like that. I reject you, dismiss you. And in that scene, I get it. Yes, the mom was couldn't be dismissive. She didn't really care about his feelings like that. All that stuff. So my thing is because you feel type of what your mom, you want to make your mom the bad guy. So that's why you kept blaming your mom about everything about what's going on with the trip. It's my mom's fault. My mom did this. My mom close to the thing. She didn't want to be close to Maya. She just said, my mom. Or because she didn't come to your war show 4 years ago. That means you're a grown man. You wasn't a child. So I understand the feeling. But at some point, as a grown person, when you're supposed to be stepping into a relationship with a fiance and moving on and build a family, you might have to let that go. Or move on, accept the fact that's who your mom is. And if you let that go and not hold on to that hurt, then you can cultivate your relationship with this girl, Maya. But as long as you keep holding on to that, you're not moving forward. But my thing is how is that in relation to you not taking accountability of your actions? You're not taking accountability at all. And I was sitting here looking like that. I was saying, what is good this episode? I said, why are y'all spending so much effort of them parenting their own individual families and not them as a unit? How is that going to last? And that's one thing I like Fiancé, but it seems like lately they just do too much of the individual family dynamics and not the relationship. Especially the relationship is not gonna hold. Like it's some couples that it was okay as a relationship. They don't have no issue between each other. So I guess it makes sense for them to have a pair of their own individual families. But when you have a relationship that clearly is not standing a good feeling, then you need to more focus on that and then everybody else. So I didn't see the connections. If y'all watch the episode, y'all will understand what I'm talking about. Because I said I didn't see the connection between those two. I understand parents could be much and everything, but how's that relationship of you being in the hot seat of being called out about your actions? Which he still didn't take, is still lying about things. But it was no family meeting, a blessing ceremony, because apparently Daryl tested positive during the panorama. Y'all know the word. And it's because of that, they can't have best family, so everybody had to quarantine and be locked down at the time. So they all gave their little videos, and surprisingly, I think they all say yes to the blessings. And I said, I don't know why, and that's why that was so done with the episode. I was, you know what, y'all is playing our faces, because ain't no way in the hell all that stuff that went down make me believe that they're ready for that relationship. Hell no, especially on his side. No, they're ready to get engaged. So I don't know what's the follow after that, because after that my episode cut off. So I checked that it all say yes to giving them blessings to the relationship. And I see some changes. Oh, yeah, I forgot. To sit down with Maya and her two daughters. Imani said that she lost her father when she was 6 or something like that. That was devastating for her. And I guess at one point, Maya, the mother, was throwing everything out her room and everything, and took the trash out. And one of the memorabilia that Imani had was a card that her father made for her before he passed away, and that was something special to her. And it got thrown out. She was so very devastated about that and everything. And they were going back and forth and saying how he's not there and stuff. And it was that. So they were going back and forth with the therapist. And Kia was sitting aside, and she was saying, I said, oh, y'all not gonna down Kia? Like, well, how she feel about things? Because Maya said, yeah, I know I got 3 children, and that's that, and then my mom is. I was like, she went through a lot of loss. So the reason why she's acting up is because of that. It's because of the death of the father, and then you move in, and then you gonna move out. It's like that's abandonment. She has a lot of abandonment stuff, and instead of understanding that, you decided to say, oh, she was trouble, she was that, this, that. The Kia sitting aside, she said, y'all do say like y'all is not distant, but y'all are more closer to everybody else. Even when y'all had y'all freaking dispatch. Because there's times they be talking, and then there's times they don't talk, and they talk for a while, and then time they talk. So Kia said, okay, so y'all going through this back and forth, but y'all are more closest to each other than you are with the rest of your daughters. And I said, all right, Kia, you sit there, and they would say, oh, wow. And I said, they dog deep with that. But I would say, yes, I like that. Money may know about herself, but Kia is there too. So that's that. But at the end of the day, like I said, they always say yes to their blessings. And I don't know what happened after that. I don't know if they would move forward with the wedding or what. But that was the episode. But I was like, this is a grown ass man not taking any accountability and deflect from accountability by mentioning that how he didn't feel heard by his own mother. I said that's a real thing, but that didn't make anything sense about what you're gonna do right now with your fiance and how you gonna solve that. But other than that, oh well. And he keeps saying, "Oh, y'all throwing my thing that happened in the past." I said, if it happened in the past, but you still not take accountability that it done it, you still try to escape it and get upset when they hold you to the task. So it's not in the past so much. You just want people to forget about it. And how we gonna forget if we get married? So what? You gonna most likely go do it again. Y'all fan fiance, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. What y'all thoughts? Oh, I don't know something else. None of the relationships healthy. That's what I'm saying, child. Love a man Huntsville. I'm like, hey, Monty, how you doing? Fan fiance could not that episode. Child. They gotta cut that episode, like you said. All right, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's get to this little mess over here. Like I stated, we all knew Carl was gonna drag that freaking altercations that happened at Madani's reopening. And the whole thing about Melanie confronting Wanda about talking about the paternity of Sugar Mama. And I wish everybody stopped saying that, oh, she wasn't talking about the baby directly. She was talking about, no, at the end of the day, if she never said the name, it's indirectly affect the child because it's involving the child paternity, who the child's father is. And the child always believed that her father is Martell, and everybody was thinking, if she go older and thinking that it was some rumors going on that her father cannot be her father, you think that's not going to affect the child? So at the end of the day, it does affect the child. Whether it's directly she said something about the child name, but it's still affected about the fraternity of the Sugar Mama father. So yes, it is talk about the child. Yeah. And she said she talked about the parenting. What parenting? It was no parenting act she talked about. She said, "Let's find your baby daddy. Find her baby daddy means find the recent baby daddy up there," because she was questioning about, oh, well, you talk about me. What about the little one you had? You need to find out who the real baby daddy is, and not Martell. I said, girl, so what you trying to say? You talk about the damn baby, the baby. So everybody will spend in the gymnastics. At the end of the day, anybody will go question you about your paternity of your child, on the maternity of your child. You will not feel some way about it, because at the end of the day, you trying to question my child's happiness about their paternity and the mother who they birthed with. No, that's not cute. And anybody will go and step someone about that. Don't spread that around. I wish people stop saying that. At the end of the day, she indirectly talk about the child, and she still talk about the children. That's not the first time to talk about it. The last time she talked about the children's hair. They've been together for a while now. Yes, they've been together for a long time. Yeah. Since college. No, because the thing about it is that they just had Sugar Mama. So Sugar Mama just like 2, 3 years. Like she just had Sugar Mama. So it makes sense why she would be upset about that because at the end of the day, Sugar Mama was their fourth child. They had 3 other children besides Sugar Mama. And they just had the recent child. And that's the child they had was during the midst of the breakup and the whole cheetah scandal. All that stuff. That's what happened. So questioning that paternity, it is fresh in their mind. So you still talk about the child. And she recently said that. So that's what confronting her about it. And she had every right to do it. Because you keep talking about my figure children and you stay talking about things throughout my marriage. And that's why I can't stand Wanda. Yeah, she said that about Sugar Mama because they thought Sugar Mama would keep Mel and it didn't. That's what I'm saying. And it's dumb because they all look alike. Yes, all the children look alike. They all look alike. Blend them between all of them. They all have the same feature. So it's like, yes, you can't deny the paternity of that baby. But I wouldn't step with someone who's trying to question it either. Because at the end of the day, my kids, the 2 other ones, is a school. They know things. They hear things. So that's what they always have to be one up and tell the children the truth, so they won't have to hear the truth from anybody else. It was one to stay getting on people's relationships. Like, you stay involved. She's the mother of one of the castmates, and she's too involved. So yes, I want to step to your freaking old ass. I said it. So I wish people stop saying that. Oh, she wants to talk about the children? Yes, she was. Question anybody paternity or maternity, it's about the child. Point blank, period. You didn't say, oh, well, you need to be a better parent. And that's just something different. So we kind of find out they're still working on Scott Manor. I said, oh, the Scott Manor going to be another Chateau charade because we're not having this. Years and years. Yeah, I've been talking about the Scott Manor for a while now, and it seemed like nothing was being done. Oh, yes. I don't know the detail about this lawsuit, so I can't give you anything, but there is some lawsuit going around. I don't know if it's regarding Scott Manor or about the businesses or something like that, but it's a lawsuit going around. So I didn't get the details. I don't really care. I don't really care about Marcel or teach like that. So any news about them, I'll say, okay, whatever. But it's a lawsuit going around. So y'all tell me the details. Y'all want to tell me the details in Discord. And I'll probably look up on it and I'll tell y'all the details afterwards. But it is a lawsuit going around. So it's working on Scott Manor. And I said, oh, okay, they talk about this. I thought that I forgot about that shit. No, I didn't forget about it, but I would say I didn't care. I said, oh, okay, y'all talk about Scott Manor for all this time. Now y'all gonna drive up there and it's open air and it seemed like nothing was being done. I mean, don't get me wrong, stuff, it takes a while. Especially with the panorama and stuff like that push things back. But okay. Even these kids, no structure, no duck thing. And it was like no didn't dig things up or nothing. It's still like same layout that we left the last time. So this one Tisha told Marceau that she would invest in her mom food truck. Marceau said, no, the hell we ain't. He said, nah, we ain't doing that. I said, I said, Tisha, you would invest. You say you're a big boss. You don't need his permission. Because when you're trying to make it seem like this year that Tisha, you're the big boss lady. You know things. So why you need Marceau permission if you running things? But then again, I know y'all married. You got to talk about it together. But still, you someone who said like you're the boss lady. So you don't need his permission, right? That's why y'all spending this season. Because all the season before, it was always Marceau running things. And now we get to this season. Now we find out you majority shareholder of things. You running businesses. You doing this. I said, oh, this is a little narrative they spinning them out on us. Okay, whatever. So she said, it's funny you got patience for Martell and not my mother. I said, first of all, he don't really like his mom, so I don't know why you keep trying to bring it up there about his mom. Yes, well, the tea coming out of Huntsville, it's just to give him this episode, child. That's what I'm saying. So you got patience for Martell. I was saying, listen, at the end of the day, the reason why he probably got patience for Martell because he know Martell got he know things. And he don't want to push Martell's button. You know how unhinged Martell could get when he pushed to the corner. And even he's not pushing the corner. He still was throw some jabs in and there and show some shade, throw some things out there. Because when he did the Monica, I said, girl, you just threw that in there. He just kind of put you in the blast. But okay, we'll get to that in a minute. And she was kind of shocked that he put that out there. But okay, whatever. So that's why he tried to make a peace with him. But then, and I think they know that they, Martell needed them. Martell needs them. So I guess they're evident in the fact that he needs it because Martell is not in a bad, good light right now. He's not. Especially financially. So, because Marcel had a conversation with Martell, Tisha didn't sit down and have a conversation with Martell because apparently she's the business majority of the shareholder of Scout. They still have the name Scout, and she's majority shareholder because Martell sold his side, his stamp, and she bought it out. And so I said, y'all could have had to sit down together. We ain't had no separate scenes to have a sit down with you and talk about Martell. And she's still holding on about the 20 girlfriends. I said, listen, lady, we're not gonna be going on season 5 and 6 and 7 now. You still going on with this 20 girlfriends thing. Either you let that go, or we believe that you are bothered by that because you believe it's true. Because you're trying to move on, you're gonna move on. But you bothered by that because we could tell. Because you keep bringing it up. You keep bringing it up. And I don't know why you want from Martell because he's not gonna never gonna say he's lying about it. He just said he's sorry to say that out there hurt y'all, but he never said he was lying, or he's not gonna go out deny that he didn't. That is not true. He's not gonna say that. So I don't know what you're getting from. You want him to say that? Oh, I don't believe that Marcel did. He didn't have no trouble with me. He never said that. He would say he would dump him out it. He will not. He said he's just sorry that he hurt you. Other than that, he never gonna say he lied about it. So I don't know what you want from him. That's what I'm saying. Every time she keep it up, he's just say, okay, yeah, I hurt you. I'm sorry about that. But you want him to say, I made that up. So everybody can watch the rumors. No, you believe it. That's why you keep bringing it up. But you want him to say it. No, it's not happening, girl. And I wish you know that because you know he's not saying it. That's what Marcel knows. So that's what he's trying to say. Just moving on. Let's just work together. He's a good businessman. I feel like it was at the time he was going through extreme stress. And yes, y'all was further in his freaking marriage. Both of y'all were. So that's why I don't sit here. Y'all act like y'all was glancing like y'all didn't do anything. That's what got me aggravated with y'all. That's why I said now I don't give y'all energy like that. It is what it is. So Marcel said, listen, I will leave you for rumors. And she said, oh, really? I said, oh, yeah. He said it straight clear. He's meaning what he said. You got rumors of your husband and you not leave. He said, the minute he heard a rumor from you, he said he will leave you. Oh, that just should drop your face right there, Tisha. That should drop your face. No, let me put the animation. Woo, pick that up real quick. Because I said that. I said, I found it interesting. I said, oh, okay. And that's usually how it is. All the rumors, you expect the woman to stand by you. But one woman about your woman, you want to quick to leave. I said, go ahead. Go ahead. I wish you do it. Child, somebody press a woman about Tisha. So let's stop. Let me stop. So we get this marriage ended. All right. So Martell and Monica, they met. I finally got her name right because I've been calling her Montanto for a while. But Melanica, they met. And he said he built up some things in the lot. I said, oh, you got a builder license? Because you didn't say you got your business license, because that's the whole thing why you couldn't get no business on yourself. Did you got your business license after you building this house now? But you didn't say you passed the test yet. She started there when he said he had 4 kids and stood firm on it when she said 3. Chill. That's what I'm saying. Because I think that was a slip of the tongue. He said 4 children, 4 kids. I said 4 kids. Nah, we had 3. Where that 4 child come from? Boy, get out of my face. Whew. I said, so you got your business license yet? Okay. I said, what we building here? Who's your partner? Because I don't see nobody around. So you building this? Okay, I'm gonna see that pastor. So he better a minute over there. She wanna know why she was there. She said, okay, what do you want me to do? What's going on here? So he said he brought her to see the project he's going on, and then also wanted to talk about the movement that was going on. They talked, and when we got this, she was saying that, oh, I had to leave because my mom stepped in for me and everything. And then Marcel said, no, you quit. So, yeah, I quit. I said, so you quit, girl. Now you're trying to throw your mom in there. So, oh, my mom stepped in for me and everything because she got found out from her sister that her sister was telling her that you was talking to her and everything. So she wanted a part of it. But yeah, you with him now as his manager. I said, well, make that make sense. Okay, I'm good with that. And he said, oh, we haven't slept since high school. So why we want to sleep with you now when you're married? And I know Mel Nicola was like, hold up. Did he just do that in? I guess he did. That's the one thing my mom said. He was definitely put you on the spot if he needs to. And he did that so casual, like it just slipped past people's minds. And now people on Twitter still saying, oh, I thought he just said no. He didn't say they didn't sleep together. He said they slept together since high school. Now, that's what he said. That he said that from high school he slept together and then since then. But I don't believe that. I think they was kept going around with each other for a while. And that's why she decided she can't be his wedding planner or whatever, because something will come out. Or at least something will find out. So she had to put a stop to that. And having been around for all these years, and now you're his manager. All right. And then she was saying something about, oh, I got my husband and everything. And he said, oh, you cheat too, and stuff like that. And everything. What's your man usually? She said, I remember. He said, oh, you don't remember? I said, you don't remember, Melanie. I said, don't let Martell try to show your relationship with your husband. Who your husband at? Because that other husband, I was slowly figuring curse you out. He said, I'm coming in here trying, what you trying to tell me? So yes, Melanie and Martell had slept with each other in the past. So what confirmed what Melanie said. Now, Melanie did not say they recently slept together. That's what freaking Kimmy said. That was a wrong message that told to Destiny, and that Destiny told Martell. She said at that time she always thought they had something going on. Not because they recently go and sleep with each other. So he was telling Melanie, if a woman going around, it's like that. She said, okay, it's okay like that. And all of a sudden, I could check for me and all stuff. And I said, snap. Oh, yeah, he didn't deny the assistant. When she said, oh, my sister's trying to talk to you, he just let that go. He didn't deny it either. I said, oh, yeah, so that is true. Yeah, he didn't deny the statement. I said, oh, because you didn't deny that. And that's what he threw in. Oh, well, we just haven't seen in high school because he didn't like that she put that out there. You know, Martell's like, you know, he not stupid. He might be dumb in the brains with other stuff. Like when it comes to interaction with people dirt, he gonna spread that out in a nice way or in a nasty way. He gonna split it out. Oh, so you say I was talking to assistant? You slept with me in high school. So yes, we slept together, girl. Don't act like you pure. And then she said, oh, nobody wants you. And all that stuff. You a cheat, you got an old baby, nobody wants you. I said, oh, you did want him. You did want him. At some point in life, you did. You can't convince me anyway. It was just only high school. They got slept together. I think y'all did more than that since then. All right. And she said, no, it wasn't 2 weeks. It was 2 months before the wedding when I stopped being a wedding planner. I said, it doesn't matter how many months it was before the wedding. You stopped it. They were still close to being married. So Vanessa did an interview on social media, and they talk about that, yada, yada. And they talk about this whole T-shirt thing. And I said, you know what? This is stupid. That's what said this freaking Scots is dusty and dumb. It is dusty and dumb for no reason. Tisha was the first one being petty of wearing Melanie's teen wife shirt at the Galatine event. She knew Melanie was going to be there. So she decided to wear Melanie's shirt with some freaking jeans and sneakers like she was about to do something there. I said, what you about to do? You remember the Galatine event? That was Kimmy event that she put together that had Stormy and Destiny going at it? Yeah, I remember that event. She wore the teen white shirt. And the teen white shirt was Melanie's shirt, her merchandise. So you were being petty wearing that shirt at her event to throw in Kimmy's t-shirt, Melanie's face. You being petty. You was the first one to do the shade. So Van said, okay, this is my daughter's t-shirt. This is my daughter's business. So she posts your picture as a promo. Yes, it could be petty, but you was petty first. And then here go Marceau thought that his pettiness was the same thing. I said, Marceau, you don't sit. Why you throw yourself in there? 2 Coke bottles with Vanessa Scott name on it. I said, how the hell is that freaking being fun shade or that being a joke? That was not cute at all. At the end of the day, your wife took with a t-shirt. She posted a picture of the t-shirt being worn for the business, and you go through 2 Coke bottles. You being messy with that. And that was not nowhere the same as those two. She probably would have tried something to consider that's to do a chair at the event. That's what I'm saying. She probably would have jumped. It was a Vanessa Scott. Because they still talk about this freaking Vanessa. I said, listen, Mark is not on the show. Why are y'all harping about Melanie's mother and her relationship with Mark? We don't freaking care. And I don't know why y'all put emphasis on that. Y'all just love going after Mel and her family. Y'all just gravitating to it. Y'all gravitating on it. Y'all doing that more now. And you used to do all that because Dan put a picture of the team white shirt. So what? Your wife promoted the shirt. And she's like, I give them sales. I said, that's what your dusty dumb ass did. Why you give her sales? You should put money in your pocket, not her pocket, Tisha. Oh, whatever. So, but you want to put 2 Coke bottles with Vanessa Scott, and that'd be a funny. It was supposed to be some little joke thing going behind it because I guess Mark told Vanessa that his mother told her that his next wife gonna be a Vanessa. So now he put Vanessa Scott and he put some marriage. And he said it's supporting marriage. I said, how is Van putting a t-shirt to support her daughter's business is supporting marriage? It was not a marriage supporting there. You would be in dumb shade and trying to throw something and trying to come at Vanessa. And so what? Whether she lied about how her relationship with Mark was, at the end of the day, they had relations. It was a situationship. It was a friendship. Whatever it was, they was hanging around with each other. And then not anymore. So it is whether she dated or whatever it is, whatever y'all say she lied about, it doesn't matter. She stayed in a reunion. They had some relationship or whatever at some point. It was just friends. Whether they had sex or whatever, I don't care. It's not important. But then here go Marceau and the guys got together. I don't care. Here Marceau, like an event. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? I just know that she wrote that too. That's the event. Yes, the event. Because she don't say event. She say event. Go throw in that, oh yeah, she paid him child support and everything. I said, whether it's true or not, Vanessa, I don't care how cool and all, but I'm not paying nobody child support. How to not? Oh, she paid him child support and everything. So this is like, so that's what I say, first of all, who's paying somebody child support? Not my ass. If you're not paying all child support, it ain't coming out of my pocket. You better. I'm behind my child support. We're not married, so I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. And if I was married, I wouldn't get married with you if you owe the child support. Hell to the now. They could tarnish my wages. That's not happening. So you better pay your child support because I don't know why I'm doing that. So you do all that to put a dig at Van, and she don't be coming at you like that. I was like, Marcel, you just. Well. So Tisha and Martell talked. But this was supposed to be a business meeting, and she took upon herself. She took upon herself to talk about the little shady pettiness of the what's going on with the T-shirt and everything. I said, this not a business meeting. What you trying to gossip for? He said, I wore Mel's shirt. Yeah, I wore Mel's shirt, and then Mel's mom proponent is picking up her channel being petty, but I gave her daughter some sales, so she should have thanked me and everything. But I was like, girl, you so ditzy. Oh. Yeah, maybe she done it because she didn't want the kids to suffer. She might have a good heart, but I won't do it. It's like that. Yes, I love the kid and everything and all so like that, but I'm sorry. Now you're gonna weaponize that against me for some freaking thing. Be a dissy and talk all that drama, all that stuff, all that gossip before we talk about the vet. And she said, I need to know how you gonna do the business because it's under new leadership. Because and when I bought the company, that was a negative, and now we're not a multi-million-dollar business. I said, show the receipts. Show that business was on negative. And what the hell y'all did to bring that business to multi-million dollars? We didn't see nothing from there. And the show there showcased that. That show showcased the relationship and the businesses. And we see none of your businesses going on that y'all promoting all these freaking multi-million dollar business. Where the buildings at? Where the stuff at? I don't see nothing. So you think you want grandstand and make it all, give all the accolades? Oh yeah, Mark is a whole little species case study. I'm glad that he stopped a little bit right now. I haven't heard anything from him lately, but they keep love bringing his name up in the show, and they want to talk about it. He was on the show at one point in time. If y'all know what Mark is Marceau and Maurice's brother, and if you want to know what he looked like, he kind of looked like more of Marceau. If that you can get a visual, he looked like his brother, a little bit older. And when the producer asked Melody, what's Mark's relationship to Marceau and Maurice? She said, nope, next question. I said, yes, that's right. You better say no. I'm not answering it. You're not getting no. You better talk to them. Ask them what their relationship is. I'm asking me. Child. So they were talking back and forth, and she said, oh, it's under new leadership. You got to know what's going through and all that stuff like that, because it's not going to be the same how you used to be. It's going to be under me. And all. I said, okay, girl. So what's up? All the responsibilities of the joy of being in a multi-billion business, then you got to accept all the responsibility of the lawsuit that's happening towards you. Oh, boop, bye. You want to take the responsibility, girl? Take the responsibility. Don't pass it on the buck now. You want to take all the freeway. Don't pass the buck. You take responsibility of that lawsuit that's going on towards you. Let's see how you going on. Let's talk about that. He said, how we gonna trust you? Because, and she brought up the 20 girlfriends again. I said, girl, let it go. Let it go. Because he apologized. He's not saying that. He said, I need to know something that I gotta let you know that you're not going to go on with that again. I said, oh. He still didn't say sorry about it, so that's what it is. He said sorry he hurt you, but he ain't going to say he lied. Because he not saying that. And he never going to say that. You want reassurance. What reassurance? You going to let that go because you're not saying it. So, the guys got together and they were saying that, oh, no matter how far we go, how low we go, we got to have some boundaries and conflicts. I said boundary and conflicts. So, they're basically trying to stronghold Martell so he won't go low next time they have a disagreement or argument or fight, whatever it is. That he needs to know it's some boundaries that you don't cross. And Martell will let them know and say, listen, no matter how far you go, you may will go to the point that you will go further than you need to. And so don't make it seem like it was just only me, then I can't handle myself. I shouldn't go that low and go that far when I'm in passion the corner when anybody capable of doing that. And he was right. Anybody's capable of doing that. Now, whether you punch your brother, Maurice, or Maurice will do that to you, I don't think so. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean y'all fall from going low if y'all push to the edge. Whatever. So now we got this little thing next week. Oh, it was so funny that Madani launching. I forgot. I ain't taking notes on that. Madani launching. I said Destiny at this Madani. I said, okay, the black shelves. What we doing? Y'all, with this lawsuit, y'all think Montel will let the Scots have it? He better something. Because the way how they trying to play him, even though I don't like Montel, but they trying to play him like he's a freaking dust bunny, like he needs y'all. Eventually he do because he need the money. But don't try to do that. Don't do that. Because at the end of the day, Locaine playing in his face. They try strong on him to bend to your will. And y'all know it ain't going to last long. Because Montel don't like to be bent down for nobody. He might bend down and eat the boxes that he needs to do. He ain't bending down for anybody like that. Narcissist ass like that. It looked like it because they all sweating in their head, boy head to head, sweating and shit. I said, what you sweating for? It was hot. Shit, you better get some ice cream and dunk y'all fucking ass. Throw some water in your heads because y'all was doing the most sweat. Only y'all figure whole heads. And you can clearly see that too. Yeah, Madonna thing. Contessa Scott was already inside the store. And this is how I said production. Y'all need to look at your final product before y'all release it to the public. They was already inside the store talking to Kimmy and Maurice and everything. And then we see them walking in the store, introducing themselves to the figure thing. So y'all backtrack. Y'all went back in time. What are we doing here? And why Contessa Scott was down there? In the words of Jay, it smelled like corn chips. Well, she needed some shade for them big ass windows. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm sorry, those cars that figure Maurice and Kimmy drove, I said those little small little freaking sporty cars, I don't like those. I really don't. I really don't care. I like my 4-door cars and everything. I like that little 2-door car sports. It looks stupid. It looks too low to the ground. It looks like the freaking go-kart carts. It looked like, oh, what the hell? And y'all want to do 2 doors coming out of here? It looks dumb and stupid. So they got out of it. Maurice and Kimmy came out in that little red, white, black little sporty car. And then Tisha and them came in a little white little one. So I look like y'all big asses coming out of the small ass car. One thing was funny about that whole scene, thinking Wanda came and was unloading all the stuff by herself. Tisha and Marceau saw her. Tisha asked, "You need help?" She said yes, and they were right inside that store. I was like, "Oh shit!" They were right inside the store. Y'all didn't even help the girl. I said, "Chill." I was like, "Dang, that's messed up." I know you was caping for your mom, and you didn't gonna help her. Now, you know, Marceau was not gonna help her, so I don't know why you go figure suggest something of a helping that you think who's gonna help her. Chad, I said that's kind of messed up, but damn. They both were right in the store and let's let her keep doing it by herself. I said, child. But yes. And then we see somebody come out with a figure go thing. And it's Melody, but people saying it was Stormy's car. But because I know Stormy, they came. So we were gonna find. I said, what happened to Stormy? I said, damn. So we're gonna see Stormy in this episode, the next episode. But I said, I know she came too. So I don't know if she came. No, I don't know she came with Mel. But then again, did we see the go call when she in the social media when they left out the freaking thing? It wasn't that go call, it was something to call. It was the same shape, but I don't remember the color of it. Maybe it was black and white. We didn't see the color. But maybe it was the car. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Bernard was there. Okay, her friend. Because I was like, damn, they let her be by herself. So that was that. The Mel and Martell and Melanika was talking to Destiny. And he said, did you fight Mel? She said, Mel right here. I said, girl, don't be. Somebody should have thrown a golf ball at her freaking chromosome head. You know the hell exactly who he was talking about. He wasn't talking about this dumbass bitch. Yeah, I thought Stormy was the goal because I was saying I know Stormy was there, and I think that was Stormy's G wagon, and Mel had the same similar style, but her was a lighter color. So maybe it was Stormy that everybody thought that it was Mel, and everybody think, oh, Mel coming to June. And I said no, I think Stormy came with the gold one. I think Mel was white because I believe when I saw this video on social media, her thing was white. It wasn't gold, but whatever it was dramatic effect. But we all know Melly gonna come anyway, so because she gotta confront Wanda, and then she gonna master sale, she gonna support business. And I said, you ain't supporting that girl. You gotta go there because production told you to go there. What's up, man? Let's break the fourth wall. Production told you gotta go, because that's gonna make all this stuff happen. And since she's gonna be there, confront her at the event. I can't wait to see that scene where Melly go in the store and walk right out, and then Destiny go out. He said, "Oh, you better. I should have called security." I said, "Oh, you wait till her back turn before you do all that." Freaking dusty girl, you should have said that when she was in the store. You was mute and quiet until she got out the store. Now, you know, I better have security. I said, "Girl, you wasn't doing nothing. You got your face dropped." She just gonna annoy you ass. And that was Love and Marriage with y'all. So next week is going to be the big blowout. And we see that, yes, Maurice got it involved because he pushed Martell. I said, Maurice, you thought that figure pushing Martell was going to make him freaking stop what he was doing? You so dusty behind too. Everybody dusty this episode. I don't know. I can't everybody dusty. Whatever. Whatever come to mind. It was like, okay. And yes, we did see that Wanda did come around and start something and start this whole altercation because she wanted to run up to someone, and then they caught her, and I guess she caught something. And that since she did that, it caused all this mayhem. They riled up Melody, they riled up Martell, they riled up the Scots, and everything. They said, "If you had boundaries," and then teacher, "It both sides, though." I said, "Both sides of what?" Marcel said, "You need to get involved. If you get involved, you go to jail." I said, "Take him to jail. Get involved, Tisha. Get involved, Tisha. Take him to jail. That way I'll be separated for a little bit." Let me stop, y'all. Get involved, Tisha. Jail. Let's see what he going to do to go to jail. Let's see. To be honest, y'all, it's going to be a bunch of push facts. It's going to be a bunch of push fest. Ain't gonna be no throwing hands. It'll be pushing. Get off me. Get off me. Get off. Get off. I was like, all that pushing, y'all wasting your breath. Oh, child. All that pushing. Nobody gonna be throwing no hands. Yeah. Because no, when we pushed her, and you thought that was gonna go well, you think you gonna push Martell, you think he gonna stop? He will coming after you. Now the brothers want to get at it with Martell. Because Maurice want to push someone because he thought he was stopping something. He wasn't stopping nothing. The best way to stop someone is get in the middle of it and push the person back. Push your brother back away. Don't be pushing Martell. You think that's going to happen when he heated? Yeah, and I think he got heated because somebody went to touch Melody. Then he started freaking upset. You know how he is about Melody. Despite that he freaking go off and drag the lady, he don't let nobody touching her. Yeah, no, he won't do nothing. It was a bunch of push fest. And that's all it was. Because basically the trailer, they pushed them, he pushed back, people got in between, and they stopped it. So I don't know how much all this freaking kerfuffle that we all going to think that we're going to see. That's not happening. But that was all man's husband, y'all. So man, I feel we're going to wait till next week to see about this infamous fight of Push Fest and what'll happen. And I'm not looking forward to see no gourmet dog food either. So she just kept that. Those shows no visuals of that gourmet dog food. I don't want to see it, and I want to care about it. I don't care how good it looks. People say it looks. It tastes good. I don't care. It looks nasty. Whatever. So kept that gourmet dog food out my screen, and then we be good. But that's it, yeah. But so tonight there's no panel. So in the lieu of the panel at 8:30 Eastern PM, we're gonna watch Blues Bands. Oh, A Jasmine's Blues on Netflix and on Discord. So if you have not followed my Discord, click on the link down and below in the comment section. And click on the link and follow my Discord. So 8:30 tonight, we're gonna watch the show together. And the next Sunday, in Mr. Social Corner, we're gonna talk about the Blues Man, Jasmine Blues, Insiders, and the Woman's King. I don't know if she got a license for the potatoes because the way she don't need to have a license for potatoes. But potatoes look like gourmet dog food, like you keep saying. That dog food ass food. Nobody want that shit. Ugh. You could have potatoes on the side with soul food. They know stuff, all that stuff in the potatoes. What the hell is that? Ugh. Yeah, so 8:30 p.m. y'all, Eastern Standard Time. That's 7:30 Central. We're gonna watch A Jasmine's Blue on Netflix on Discord. So follow me on Discord and then we watch it together and let's discuss it. Because we're gonna have a discussion, conversation, and then next week we talk about it on live. Thank you for seeing me posting it up there. I appreciate all y'all coming through in 2.5 hours. You know I love to talk. But hey, it is what it is. So next Sunday, next Mr. Talk will be Belle Collective Part 2. Fiancé, Love Man Huntsville, and the Mo. We're gonna talk about that. And then next Sunday, we're gonna talk about Mr. Social Corner will be Insiders, Cherish the Day, with the Woman's King, and Jasmine Blues. It's just gonna be a brief talk about social concepts and things like that. It's not trying to get too much spoilers if people who didn't see it yet. But we want to talk about it because I told y'all on my channel we're gonna do more movie talks and more stuff like that as well, more variety. All right, y'all, love y'all, appreciate y'all. Let's have a little break and y'all meet me back up here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That's all. And I see y'all soon. Appreciate the love, support, or the replay game. Play the replay game and make your comments down below. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel, Mr. 14. Follow my social media platforms, Mrs. Grown, Thomas_Grown, and my Discord, Mr. 14, #3488. All the link is down below in the description box. All right. See y'all. Talk to y'all later. And peace out. All right, peace. See y'all later on Discord.